I was born in 1956 in Bluebell. We moved to Inchicore when I was 6 years of age, where my mum came originally from. I had gone to school in Our Lady of the Wayside in Bluebell and finished in secondary school in the Coombe in the Holy Faith in Clarendon Street. I suppose I said I finished, but I really didn't finish. I left school at 14, like many of the young people on my road, and I went to work. I was very lucky. I left school on Friday and I got a job on Monday. I ended going into a place to work at printers. I served my time on my apprenticeship and became a bookbinder, which I enjoyed very much. But I suppose who I was and what I was part of was I was very involved in the community, and that was my first love. I became involved in my local parish community when I was in the youth club, one of the youth leaders, and I also became involved in the church from a very early age. I started St Michael's Folk Choir in 1972 with the local parish priest, and since then I've been actively involved in my parish all my life. I was chairperson of the parish hall. I was a member of the Vincent de Paul. I kind of had my fingers in lots of pies. But really, one of my greatest love, above all, besides politics, is music. I continue to have a little input into music in my parish and the choir where I sing. But above all, I believe that, if people get involved in their community, that it makes them who they are. And for me, why I'm standing here today is because of all those people I've met in the community who inspired me to be who I am today. As I said, I left school at a very young age, but I never stopped learning. I've learned through my community, through people I met. I've been inspired by people like Jim Mitchell, by my local parish priest, and by other people who I believe are the foundations of where I've come from and where I'm going. I married the drummer in the choir, Joe Byrne. We've 5 children. We've one boy, he's aged 30, and my youngest is 18. We've 4 girls. 3 of them not at home anymore, and I've 2 remaining, a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old who's doing her junior cert or leaving cert at the moment. I suppose what I want for them is that they can live in the community, above all to be happy. I think it's very important to be happy, to be involved, and to have a future in the country where you were born, and to be surrounded by your roots, your family, your friends, your neighbours, and your extended family. I believe at the moment where we are in this country in Fine Gael is we need to build on the future for our children as to where we want to see them in 5 and 10 and 20 years down the road. I believe we have a huge amount of wealth in our young people out there, in education particularly. I believe it's very, very important that people stay in school, that they get a good education, that if they do have to go away for a short time, that they can come back, building on that education they have. I come from part of the southwest inner city where 29% of young people leave school at a very young age, 14, 16. And I believe what we have to do in Fine Gael is give those children the necessary educational skills that they can remain in skill in their community, that we can support them, and above all, that we can give them hope for the future. Because if nothing else we need to do in this country is give everybody, including the young, to make them realise that we're not gone away in Ireland, we're still here, we're going to be always here, but we have to build on that hope and bring children through, and particularly our young people, through the changes that's going to happen over the next couple of years. That's why I'll be knocking on your door during the election. That's why I'll be asking for your vote for Fine Gael. Not for me particularly, but for the party I believe. We're at a critical point in this country and we need a steady pair of hands. And I believe a steady pair of hands is in the Fine Gael party. It's in your hands whenever we go to election in this country. And I'm asking you to vote for Fine Gael, for the team that's out there on the street, including myself.